Welcome to match number 2 between Team MM and the other team. This match is on the Mirror Island, and as you see, it's a mirror image of each side. So it's been an interesting game. Obviously, Team Polarbear and Team Evil Polar Bears won the last. So even though it's best of 3, if they win this game, they've won the winners round, the winners bracket of. They've won the winners final bracket and advanced to the final round. Obviously, we don't want that to happen because they're a bunch of snobs. We want to see if it can go any better. As we can see, Evil Polar Bear 2 is going straight for land again, while Evil Polar Bear 1 goes for C. Interesting C on this. Not seen that tactic before. So we'll see if this is good. We'll see if this is interesting. C should rule. As we have a look, we got THec going straight air. We got both of them going air. Listen, so it'll be 2v1 air wise. As we can see, we've got a Marauder just floating around in the sea. And as you can see, the Interceptor just flown over and found that that Evil Polar Bear 1 has an sea factory up and will start harassing any of the air that pop out of the enemies in air factories. So this is quite an interesting idea. Evil Gummy Bear 2 goes straight air, while Evil Gummy Bear 1 goes sea. So Evil Gummy Bear C is quite interesting because it's a bunch of very annoying stuff for the enemy. Because Marauders also shoot the land and kill the air. Also that's tactical missiles, as you can see. Currently killing the mass extractor. Second Marauder. Oh, as we can see, we've got Mukem is trying to build a sea factory, but it's been shut down by the sea. So that'll get done, but will it be able to produce any units? If not, because that's going to be interesting. If Mukem can get sea out of the sea factory, this could be quite an interesting game changer. Obviously, Marauders and subs. So obviously, the Marauders are absolutely hammering away. As we can see, another submarine coming out by Polar Bear. Evil Polar Bear 2 is getting subs out so he can start shooting away at the enemy. See, there he goes, surface the sub so he can start shooting at the sea factory as well as shoot at the sub. As we can see, some of the torpedoes aren't actually hitting properly while it's surfaced. That must be a bug, or it's quite well. That's quite a neat tactic, that. As we can see, 2 subs versus 1 sub, 3 subs versus 2 subs, which will be down to 1 very shortly, or 0. As we have a look elsewhere, this is quite interesting. The polar bear teams is completely getting air supremacied. Interesting. Now polar bear's got a problem because there's one submarine still up. Polar bear is now building their factory to try and assist. So have a look up the right hand side of the base. We've got THec building a sea factory now. So obviously if polar bear doesn't scout that sea factory, then he's in deep trouble. Again. The Marauders are doing an absolutely fantastic job of absolutely hammering away at the production of THec. See that sea factory is now up, and he's got a second one queued straight away. So that's it. So polar bear needs to scout them two sea factories quickly, otherwise his sea dominance will turn into sea oblivion. So polar bear has seen the two sea factories, but he isn't doing any subs to try and stop them. Interesting tactic. See but don't destroy. He's still not building submarines, polar bear, obviously, so polar bear doesn't actually quite see them as a threat. How weird. But he is still attacking the sea factory from long range, so that sea factory will go down very shortly. Sea factory 1 is down. Can you get sea factory 2 down? But there's four subs versus 2 subs, so obviously. And you got Mukem going for a net sea factory as well, so unless polar bear does some more sea factories quickly, he's in deep trouble. He's in real trouble. As we can see, we've got an air fight going on between THec and polar bear number 2. Evil polar bear number 2. Obviously the evil polar bear 2 is winning that, but he's losing his Marauders because of the two submarines. Well, this is quite interesting by these two. Polar bear is moving his ACU in to assault the sea factories with a point defense. Interesting move. So point defense number 1 is currently firing at Mokem's ACU. This is quite interesting play by team number 2, because it's splitting polar bear's attention from both of them 2-1, and it's doing the job. It certainly is doing the job completely. So as you can see, polar bear number 2 is moving the Marauders in to shoot the enemy's SCU. But the problem is the Marauders are now getting completely wiped out by the submarines. But he does have Polarbear does have 4 submarines behind him, but it'll be 6v5 unless he takes one of them out quite quickly without them shooting back, which he's done. So it's now 4v4 with the 5th one joining the fight very shortly. Four v four now. So this is quite interesting. Polarbear macroed his subs to take out THec, but there we go. Mukem's ACU has just been blown up to smithereens. So good game, Evil Polarbear. So Evil Polarbear number 1 and 2 win again. Different strategy, but Aeon are completely dominant in air when you have the shield as well as the bullet avoidance, as well as the flares, I shall say. And now the enemy's SU is walked out the water and all the interceptors are there to pound on it. Another good game. And Evil Polarbears are through to the final round of the tournament, which should be getting started soon. Stay tuned for some more.